up, Nation? Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Nevertheless, Cowboy Nation, they're talking about kicking Mike Nolan out the building. It's been speculated that Mike Nolan will not be back next year. Now, granted, when you try to install a new defense via Zoom meetings and implements a whole different change of philosophy in the limited time that we have or had or what have you, you see these type of situations. Let me repeat, you see these type of situations. And my thoughts are, Mike Nolan, he may be a good guy. He may be a wonderful person. Matter of fact, he might have forgot more football as relates to defense than all of us know, right? He might have forgotten that. Nevertheless, I believe if the reports are accurate, that's the right move and the best move. Now, the only thing that I will say, like far as the new defensive coordinator to come into the fold or what have you, that Mike Nolan said that, hey, he's feeling comfortable with everything and he's okay with everything that transpired this year or what have you. So he said that he's not really worried about it. But on the flip side, Mike McCarthy was talking about the fact that, hey, it's on me. It's on me. It's on me for the fact that this team didn't perform the way it's supposed to and the coaching staff didn't have the continuity or the, I guess you can say, the report that they want. Now, so that we would not repeat the same thing that happened this past offseason, I'm thinking that the Cowboys might just look at it like, okay, we're going to elevate from within. We're going to elevate George Edwards. We're going to elevate maybe a Tom Sula. I don't know. But the proper thing would probably be elevate somebody from within so that they won't say, hey, we don't have the continuity. We don't have the rapport. Now, are there some other defensive coordinators that you can take a real good look at? I think some people mentioned Lovie Smith. Some people mentioned, hell, bring back Wade Phillips, hell. My thing is, offense didn't change that much because you kept the offensive coordinator. And Mike McCarthy influences just been more so like, okay, we're going to gamble a little bit more on certain downs. I don't really see his fingerprints on this offense. Let me know if you guys see his fingerprints. Now, I do know I heard somebody say, well, did you see him calling the plays last week? Well, it's against the Cincinnati Bengals, so I'm not finna say, okay, he called that game. I'm not finna give anything to Mike McCarthy on that aspect of it. Nevertheless, I will bring this up, though. Defense. If you can get a defensive coordinator who been battle-tested, who always had their defenses in the top rankings or what have you, and really go out there that understand the players' language, understand the players', mindset, if you can bring that along the way, then let's roll with it. Now, I think that the core principles of this defense is still 4-3. Although Mike McCarthy, during his time in coaching over there in Green Bay land, he 9 times out of 10 had a 3-4 defense. But let's just look at it like this. Let's not try to reinvent the wheel. You got long contracts to those that's already used to playing 4-3. Bring in a 4-3 defensive-minded coach, and let's get this thing rolling. Remember this, everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. Let me repeat, everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. Defense win championships. Defense travel. You can go to Pookie and Ray Ray house. You get what I'm saying? Ashaniqua. It can go everywhere you need it for it to go. That's the reality of it. So if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I'm just going to figure out how I can to increase my bottom line or increase my overall production on the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to bring in a proven commodity. I'm going to figure out and do my homework, do my due diligence. Although the Joneses didn't do all of their homework on Mike McCarthy, whether he's lying to kick it, what have you, whatever the case and the scenario is. Although they didn't do it all the way that we wanted for it to be done, they can at least do it for us on this defensive side of the coin. Go out there, find a guy that can really, really sell to this defense that, hey, we believe in DeMarcus Lawrence. We believe in building from the trenches. We believe in the defensive tackle. Bring in a safety that can make an impact. Let's get some football stuff going. Let's bring in some real deal Holyfield type of situation. Now, Mike Nolan, if they do decide to say, okay, that was just fluff news, and they're going to bring him back for one more year, and they're just going to count this as a mulligan, then that will be on the Joneses. Because everywhere Mike Nolan been, he's been on the bottom. He's been on the bottom. And I know a lot of people say, well, hey, there's nothing but from the bottom, there's nothing but the top. There's nowhere you can get lower than the lowest, right? So if he, from the 32nd ranked defense this year, he can at least be 31st or the 30th. No. Let's not paint ourselves in the corner. Let's go out there, do our homework, and bring in a legitimate defensive coordinator. There are guys out there. Hell, even like I said this before. There's no salary cap as it relates to the Joneses picking out their coaches. So, if the Joneses really, really want to buy into the fact that they want to get to the Super Bowl, then there's no reason for them not to pick up the phone and call one of these guys that's got the top 5 or the top 6 defenses and say, hey, if you're not in contract, or if your contract is near ending, I'll buy out your contract, basically. Come on over here to Cowboys land. Let me know if that's possible. Let me know if the Cowboys organization can do what I just said. Cowboy Nation, let me know. And we're going to try to get this thing on and rocking, Cowboy Nation. We are. Last night had a blast with Mike Fisher. Shout out to him for jumping on the show. My dog, Skywalker, and Big Game James. Fantastic show. Wonderful situation for us. We're continuing to grind. We continue to grow. And it's one of those situations where we can look back and say, yeah, we're doing the right thing because the channel is growing so much. And I love the fact that everybody's authentic. No one is bigger than, no one got that big eyes and little U syndrome, right? Everybody's in the mindset of we growing. Different opinions. We speak objectively. I think Fish brought up a great point last night saying, hey, I asked the question, is Stephen Jones a football guy? Jerry Jones football guys? And then he flipped it, and I love it. You know, he said, Law, are you a football guy? I said, yeah. So how much experience do you have compared to them? So there goes a long way. That goes a long way. They got a plethora more of experience, collectively speaking, than I do, right? Not like I have 30 plus years of experience at this. Now that that's all out, we can look at this right here, Cowboy Nation. We can look at the fact that, yes, if you do not have the experience, if you do not have the knowledge, if you're also seeing what you're doing and it's not moving the needle or threading the needle in the right direction, find somebody that can. That's all I'm saying. Find somebody that's smarter than you in the room and let them elevate everything. But what the Joneses do, and I'm not talking bad about them, is that they got this ego, this pride. You know, at my day job, if I don't know something, I go and reach out to someone that knows more so that I can be ranked at the top of my position. And that's why I am ranked at the top of my position, because I know how to reach out to someone that's better, or know how to reach out to somebody that knows more or who have more experience. So what the Cowboys should do in this situation is probe around or ask around, basically, for somebody that knows a little bit more than you, or somebody, a proven system, a successful one. But let's not play it out and be like, and 10 years later say, yeah, you know what, we made a mistake about this, we made a mistake about that, or I regret. I think they came out earlier this year and said they regret passing up on TJ Watt, you know, and signing Taco. But at the time, everybody was saying from the Joneses office that he was a scheme fit. We liked him better because we felt that TJ couldn't put his hand in the dirt. So my thing is, let's bring in football sense to the matter. And I think that the Joneses, we love them from a marketing aspect, but from a football pedigree, we would like to see more X's and O's from somebody that knows, basically. If I can make any sense to anyone out there. If you like what you heard, hit that like button. Share this content. Let a friend, neighbor, foe know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and Beyond. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute.